Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm actually bringing you energies of the week, which I'm going to, I promise, do this every week because it helps me. So I promise. Now, I'm the Mystic Mover. I am a spiritual healer and a spiritual coach, and I am intuitive as hell. So I thought that I would come on every week, give you guys some intuitive messages to be able to help you throughout everything that's going on. So first and foremost, you guys, I already pulled the cards because I'm long-winded when I give these messages. So I'm trying to wrap up on my time so I don't shuffle on screen unless I'm gonna do like maybe one or two messages. But I want us to give us a deep input for the week coming ahead. So for the first overall messages that I received, two cards. You have the Magician, and you have the High Priestess. So immediately with these two cards, the Magician is speaking to us about basically what you see. A person right here who is magic, a person who is basically determining their own fate through their magical gifts, their spiritual gifts, through just knowing. And then with the High Priestess, the High Priestess is Pisces energy, very intuitive, a deep inner knowing. So these two coming together for the week of the May 9th going through, you're going to be tapping into some energy in which you are able to incredibly manifest some of your desires. My advice would be that you know what those things are. What do I expect from this week? What are the things even from prior weeks or the future? How can I balance and make this week count? The Magician is telling you to get everything that you desire and want into a frame in which it's the only thing you're consuming, the only thing that you're seeing, because the High Priestess has intuitive guidance and message for you on how to use everything. Because it's one thing to have that inner to want to do something, but it's a completely different thing to be able to supernaturally trust yourself, the guidance, and see things for what's more than on the surface, beneath the surface. So growth card coming up from the Soul Journey Tarot, it says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. What this is telling me is that you are going to start becoming more conscious of what it is you're doing. We're talking about creating realities for ourselves right now. That's the theme right now. Creating realities. And as the world is transitioning and shifting and we're becoming into this new era, your consciousness is going to start to expand. You're going to be wanting to be more conscious, desiring to be more aware, but it's simply because you have grown. And looking back at the beginning overall energy of these cards here, you've grown, and in some shape or fashion, it is time for you to apply what it is that it is time for you to apply the lessons in which you have learned to show the universe how to assist you, how to be a guide for you during this time. Next card coming up is the full moon in Scorpio. Scorpio energy is very intuitive. They're able to look beneath what is really being said to calculate what's really going on. So it is time to release negativity. I'm not sure about your life, but I can only imagine from the families that I personally know and how deeply and heavily they were impacted from COVID. Releasing negativity goes back years. It is time for you to cut off all negativity that you have ever entertained. It's time to walk into that growth and be more conscious and more aware of the things in my life that are negative that I need to release. Right after that, now when I pulled that card, about 4 cards came out, and I don't be taking 4 cards, but they were literally all relating to releasing negativity. So I'm going to go through each one of these cards. Work through your fears. Whatever you feel like you cannot do or something that you are afraid of occurring in your life, the best possible solution for you would be to write those fears down and confront them. If you walk around holding fear and you do not know the reason in which I am fearful, you will consistently attract. And the new full moon in Scorpio was telling us to release all negativity. So you got to work through your fears. Your fears attract. Your fears bring to you more negativity than it would be for you to release that fear and just trust. Next, you're very close to achieving your goal. So if we go back to the beginning, when it said the magician right here, the high priestess, yeah. But the magician, you're very close to achieving your goal. You have become a master manifester. The things that you say, that you think, that you joke about are going to rapidly show up in your life. So you must be conscious and aware of the things that you're speaking out into the universe, because right now, baby, you're very close to achieving a goal, and we do not want to reverse any energy. We want to keep the momentum flowing so that we can see a physical manifestation. Now, the last card of that Moonology deck that came out was do not let your past hold you back. If we can get it on the screen. Yeah, I'm not good with this. Whatever. Tap me right here. Okay. Do not let your past hold you back. Okay, so why is that important? Because first you've been told to release negativity. Then you've been told to work through your fears. All of these things can come from a past occurrence. I'm not afraid of the future. I'm afraid of the past repeating itself. I'm not afraid of the future. If I'm being honest, we all have desires. And the only thing that stops us from reaching those desires is some type of occurrence that happened in the past, whether it was to us or to other people around us, that kind of created this perspective in our minds of how things should be and will be. Not in this time, my friend. You have grown, okay? You have been going through a lot of different things in your life, but guess what? Those things were specifically meant to happen so that you can align to the things that you want now. The things I want now, I didn't want 10 years ago. I didn't even have the consciousness to be able to think in that way. So release your fears, release the past. There is nothing in the past that the future need to be worried about except the present moment. Be present in our moments. Work through our present fears. Start to pay attention to the current negative things, not the old stuff that had happened 3, 4, 5 years ago, because that doesn't matter. You're still standing, you're still breathing, you're still attracting, you're still doing the same things that you were when you thought back then that you couldn't do it. So now the veil is off. You're able to attract things now instantly. And if you are not conscious and if you are not aware, yes, you will attract anything that you think. And if your thinking is not appropriate, if your thinking is not conducive to what it is that you're trying to attract and manifest, my friend, you have got to be intentional, or you will feel as if your master manifestation power is not working for you, when in fact it is working for you, but you can't stop thinking negative, or you can't release the past, or you can't work through your fears. These are things you have got to do. Now, the last few that I have here comes from my Prism Oracle, my intuitive colors. So we got some good stuff. I'm glad y'all can't see it because I can pop it up one at a time. So, bam. We got abundance. Hello? We have abundance. Can we get this on the screen, please? Abundance. Now, hold on. Because if I'm going to get abundance, I don't mind releasing anything that ain't for me. Because it means that I will be replaced with more. Anything that you feel that you lacked, any fear that you have surrounding your current circumstances, abundance is what the spirit is trying to bring to you. But abundance cannot land in your lap unless you release your negativity. So who want to be abundant? I know I do. That's my favorite word. My hair. Abundant. Abundance. And not only that, spirit saying flow. Now, how am I going to get this abundance? Come on, help me out. I got to flow. What does flow mean? Flow means the magician, the High Priestess. Flow means that I do not try to control my situation. You do not need to be trying to control. If something is resisting against you in this week, let it ride. Now, there's a difference in being ambitious and confident in your goals and chasing them, but there is a point, if you listen to your intuitive self, like the High Priestess is asking you to do, where you have to let up and you got to flow. You got to let up. You got abundance coming to you. It's right here. It's actually all over this reading. You have abundance coming to you, but there are some kinks that you got to work through that falls in the place of fears and negativity. So going into this week, be conscious of what it is that you're fearful for. If you've noticed that you have a fear, you need to write it down. Ain't nothing wrong with writing it down. Writing it down to correct it, not writing it down to absorb it. Write it down and correct it, because you are the master manifester in this time, and spirit is begging and pleading and asking that you know your power, because it is that type of thinking, the power that is going to activate this abundance in your life. The last card that I have here is anger. Be easy on yourself. Do not be angry. Do not be upset. Do not be annoyed with your process. Do not beat yourself up in the process of you releasing to become. You are releasing to become. You're not going to stay this way. You're not. So the best possible outcome for you is to release. Use your anger as creativity. Use your anger as motivation. Oh, I'm mad that they didn't choose me. Now I'm going to get my stuff in line, so the next time they will, not that they will choose me, but I will be seen and recognized for what it is that I am. And that's just for somebody there. But remember, in this week, you are going to be intuitive as hell. You're going to start seeing some things that's probably going to scare you. Like, oh, me? Who? Me? Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Time is up. The gig is up. The era is here for us, for the movers and shakers of this era to rise up. So, but I hope that these messages have resonated with you, like kind of helped you. Most of my readings is more so for me to see what is the issues of the collective, so that you can be addressing them with yourself. I don't need to tell you that you're going to get love. I don't need to tell you all that. I'm here to tell you about what the spirit wants to relay to you. Should the spirit relay a man or a woman is on the side for you, then I'll let you know that. But for the most part, my readings are strictly on self-purpose, soul purpose, self-growth, elevation. Which ways in which I must elevate? What are some roadblocks during my elevation? That's me. That's who I am. I'm the healer. So I hope that these messages resonated with you, and I hope that you have an amazing week. Remember to release things as they come to you. You do not have to sit and absorb and take things that you do not want to carry on your path. If you do, it is up to you. But remember, you are, my friend, the master manifester. Any and everything in this week that you start to call into your life is going to be successful for you. So until next time.